So here we have if cos A is equals to 4 over 5 and tan B is equals to 8 over 15. Find 1 over 4 cos A plus B plus 1 over 2 sin A plus B. So to find this, first use your right angle triangle to know the other trig. So let's say this is 90. Call this place angle A. So now remember your SOHCAHTOA. So where S is sine, that means sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, that is car. Then tan theta is opposite over adjacent. So here we have cos A is equals 4 over 5. So we already know that cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. That means your adjacent here is 4 over hypotenuse 5. So in the right angle triangle, here is the adjacent 4. So here is the hypotenuse 5. So we have to know the opposite. So to know the opposite, so use Pythagoras theorem. So using Pythagoras theorem, we have hypotenuse square equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. So now if we have all this, we can now substitute the values to get our opposite. So now hypotenuse is 5. So hypotenuse is 5. Substitute. So we have 5 square equals opposites is x. That is x square plus adjacent square, that is 4 square. So now collect like terms. So we have x square is equals to 5 square minus 4 square. So we have x square equals 25 minus 16. So that is 5 square is 25. 5 times 5, 25. So x square is equals to 9. So s is equals to square root of 9. S is equals to 3. So we ignore the negative. So that means we have known this side to be 3. That's the opposite. So with this side, we can know the other trig here. So now we know cos A to be 4 over 5. So we can now know what is sine A. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So that will be opposite is now 3. So that will be 3 over hypotenuse. That's 5. 3 over 5. So we also know tan A. Tan is opposite over adjacent. So opposite is 3 again over adjacent. That is 4. So that's 3 over 4. So now let's do the same thing for B. Let's do the same thing for tan B. So here we have known sine A and tan A. Now let's do for the second one. So tan B. So this is right angle. So this is B. So but this is tan. And you know tan is opposite over adjacent. That means tan B now is opposite. So the opposite is 8 over adjacent. That is 15. So we need to find the hypotenuse. Call it Y. So find the hypotenuse. So that will be using Pythagoras theorem again. Opposite hypotenuse square, that is y square, equals opposite square, that is 8 square, plus adjacent square, 15 square. So y square is 8 square is 64, plus 15 square is 225. So y square is equals to 64 plus 225. That is 289. So y equals square root of 289. So square root of 289 is 17. That means this our hypotenuse is 17. So we can now know what is sine B. So sine B now will be sine is opposite over hypotenuse, that is 8 over 17. We can also know cos B. Cos is adjacent, so that is 15 over hypotenuse, that is 17. So you need to write all these triangles in your solution. So that is how we know all these values. So we have known sine B and cos here also. So like that. So we can now find 1 over 4 cos A plus B plus 1 over 2 sine A plus B. So we can now know this too. Now, what is the identity for cos A plus B? So this is the same thing as 1 over 4 cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. So this is the identity for cos A plus B. Then plus 1 over 2, then sine A plus B. The identity is sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So that is it. So we are going to substitute all the values we know. So 1 over 4 into, so what is cos A? So we already know cos A is 4 over 5. So that will be 4 over 5 times cos B. So cos B is 15 over 17. 15 over 17 minus sine A, that's 3 over 5. Sine A 3 over 5 times sine B. Sine B is 8 over 17. So that's the first one. Plus So the second one, plus 1 over 2, so sine A, 3 over 5 times cos B, 15 over 17, plus cos A, 4 over 5 times sine B, 8 over 17. So that's the second one. Now this is the same thing as 1 over 4. Now I will not cut anything here so that my denominator will be the same throughout. So now 4 times 15, 4 times 15, that is 60, divided by 5 times 17, that is 85. So I'm multiplying this, 4 times 15, 5 times 17, so like that, minus 3 times 8, 24, over 5 times 17, 85, plus 1 over 2, again 3 times 15, that's 45, divided by 5 times 17, that is 85, plus 4 times 8, that's 32, divided by 5 times 17, that is 85. So like that. So we have 1 over 4. So LCM, yeah, is 85. So this is 60 minus 24, plus 1 over 2. LCM again, 85. 45 plus 32. So this is 1 over 4. 60 minus 24, that's 58, divided by 85, plus 1 over 2. 45 plus 32, so that is 77 over 85, like that. So this is the same thing as 2 here 2, 2 here 29. So this is 29 over 85, plus, so I have 1 over 2 outside, so let's say 1 over 2, or multiply, that means 1 times 29, that's what you have left. So that's 29 over 2 times 85, that is 170, plus 1 times 77, divided by 2 times 85, 170. So what's the LCM? 170. So 170, 170, 1. So this is 29 plus 77. 29 plus 77, that is 106, divided by 170. So we can reduce this to the lowest term. 2 in 106, that is 53, divided by 2 in 170, that is 85. So the final answer is 53 over 85. So that is the answer to that number one. So let's see second question. So second question. Find the inverse of the function. We have f of s is equals to s minus 2 divided by 2s plus 1. So to find the inverse of this function, so say let y to be equals to s minus 2 divided by 2s plus 1. So let this f of s represent it with y, then cross multiply. So our aim now is to make s subject formula. So if you cross multiply, you have y times 2s plus 1 is equals to 1 times s minus 2. So now use the y to open the bracket. So this will be 2sy plus y, that is y times 2sy, then plus y times 1 y is equals to x minus 2. Now collect like terms. So 2sy minus x is equals to minus 2 minus y. So we can have s is common here, or I don't want to have minus there, so let me collect it this way. X minus 2sy, that is this s remain, then bring this 2sy here. Now bring this 2 to this side, so that this will be y plus 2, as in like that. You know it's minus 2 here. If you collect like times here, it will be plus. Then bring this plus 2sy here, it will be minus. That's what I did. So now s is common here, so it remains 1 minus 2y, as in if s is common, it means we are dividing everything by x. S over s minus 2sy over s, that's the meaning, equals y plus 2. So s cancel out s. So s bracket 1 minus 2y is equals to y plus 2. So s is equals to y plus 2 divided by 1 minus 2y. So that is our x. So far you have found s. That means you have found inverse of x. So this power minus 1 means inverse. So f inverse of x now. Replace all the y with s now. So this will becomes s plus 2 divided by 1 minus 2x. So this is the inverse of 2. So like that. So let's do the third question. Yeah, this is inverse of x. So number 3 now. So the third one, if f of s, if f of s is equals to 3x plus 2. G of x is equals to x squared. H of s is equals to s over 2. Then evaluate h of f of g, then of minus 5. So that means we'll do it one by one. So now, to get h of f of g, to bring g inside f first, remember f of s is 3s plus 2, and g of s is s squared. Now f of g of s now means, say, f of g of s. It means anywhere you see s, put this g of s inside, because f of s is this. F of g of s, now if you compare the two, you will notice that this s is now g of s. And what is your g of s? G of s is s squared, as in all this result. That means anywhere you see, so f of g of s now, which is the same thing as f of g, like this. It means anywhere you see s here in your f of s, put s squared. So that's the meaning. So this will become 3s squared plus 2. So this is f of g. Now, this f of g now is inside h. So that is, all these results now will be inside h. And we know that h of s is s over 2. That means h of f of g now will be equals to, that is, all these results, put it anywhere you see s in h. So that will be 3s squared plus 2 divided by 2. So meaning all these results for f of g is now inside h, as in anywhere you see s, put all these results. That's the meaning. So over 2. So we have found f of f of g. So now we now have f of g, then minus 5. So it means anywhere you see s in this result, put minus 5. So this will be 3 brackets minus 5 squared plus 2 everything over 2. So this is the same thing as 3 brackets 25, because minus 5 squared is 25 plus 2 divided by 2. Now this is 3 times 25, 75 plus 2 divided by 2. So you can now add together 25 plus 2, that is 75 plus 2. So that is 77 divided by 2. So 77 divided by 2. So that is the final answer. So we'll continue in the next video.